Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. You're standing right next to me, vicariously, who is standing in a parking spot for go-kart customers only, and not just go-kart customers, but sunshine go-kart customers. And the sun is shining right up there, and right over near the sun is actually a skyrider writing "Jesus loves you" in the sky. And he actually wrote something else over here that I can't make out. It's actually started to dissipate a little bit. Any idea what maybe that would have said? This you can still tell that says Jesus love. He hasn't quite finished the E or the S or the U yet, but rest assured that that will be a completed skywriting task of Jesus loves you here in sunny, sunshiny Central Florida, Kissimmee, Florida, if you will. And who is this? I just noticed him out of my peripheral vision. I don't know who that is, but it's a good way to segue in the intro. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's the Daily Bizarre Guy. I don't know who that is. Anybody have an idea? Leave a comment down below. It's the Daily Woo. Look straight up here. Hawkeye Heli Tours. For $15, you could actually take a helicopter tour here in Kissimmee, Florida. What they don't tell you is, for $15, up and down Highway 192. Disney World's that way. St. Cloud, Florida, where I reside when I am in Florida and not traveling the great United States of America. St. Cloud, Florida is that way, about 15 miles. They put this sign up about a week ago. I saw some construction guys out here renovating this area, which used to actually be a miniature, not a miniature golf course, but a go-kart. Not a miniature go-kart, but a real go-kart course. And I'm going to take you all around there. Sunshine go-kart customers only could park there and ride the go-karts all through there. But I was going to say, the heli tours that you can take all up and down 192, there's about 5 or 6 of them as you're going towards Walt Disney World that way. You pay a few dollars, they take you in the air, they show you the sights and the beauty of Central Florida attractions from an aerial view. But one thing you cannot do is skywrite. I wonder how much you would have to pay that guy to actually be able to write whatever you want to write, whatever your heart desires in the sky, just like he is. Probably more than $15. So let's let the tour begin of this former roadside attraction, now abandoned, a go-kart track. It all starts off here with the parking area, and you can actually see they have the checkerboarded parking regions. You would pull your vehicle straight in and you'd park perpendicular at a 73-degree angle, depending on which way you're looking at it. You'd park your car right here. You would get out of your vehicle and you would get into a tinier, more adventurous vehicle right here on this pathway of circleness, right in front of the Magic Castle Inns and Suites, which is actually still open. It's not abandoned. It's actually not a very busy hotel because it's offset from the road, but it is themed wonderfully in the gist of old school magic castles. And if you want to stay in a castle, why not stay in a magic castle? These were not magic go-karts, even though magic has moved this, and look at that! That's one of those heli tours. Hawkeye Heli Tours. Hawkeye Heli Tours are not open yet. They were just putting up that sign recently. I'm guessing this is going to be their helipad. Maybe they're going to come in here with a bulldozer and bulldoze this, which gave me the idea. You know what? Heck it, I need to come out here and film this, document this, because in a matter of weeks or months, or maybe even days, this might not exist And the only remnant and memento that will be left is this video vlog if you've never been here. Maybe you have been here. Maybe you have family photos of you and your kin riding around there. Either your husband's name is Ken, or your children are your kin. Or if your husband's name is Ken, he would technically be your kin. So it's a double entendre of kinship, doing touristy things right here around this little area of Kissimmee, Florida. Check it out. Here's the starting and the finish line. You see the checkerboarded swiping across. I believe you actually loaded the go-karts right here. So you would wait in a line, get in your go-kart. They would say, go, go, go. Go-karts. Go, go, go. Go-karts. And you would go that way around the circle, loop around, do like a weird misshaped figure eight, and then zoom right towards us. So if this place was open, you would actually have children and men, women, entire families festooning themselves at a rapid pace on a motorized cart with a gas engine the size of a lawnmower or a weed eater, speeding towards you. And based on this arrow, I have created an error. Check this out. The arrow is pointing that way, so I'm guessing I was incorrect. The path of cars went that way, but it's confusing because if you look closely, there's two arrows. There's a yellow arrow pointing that way, but then there's a white arrow, an older arrow, pointing this way. So I'm confused. If I had a go-kart driving around, which way do I go? Which direction should I follow? I have no idea, but look at that. Two different arrows, two different sizes, two different colors, confusing us on which way to go. I love these things. I love these old roadside attractions, relics of the past. That's basically what my channels focus on. Movie locations, abandoned spots from my youth or maybe from your youth, roadside things that are still open, anything that has a memory just like this. I have two channels, the Adam the Woo channel. You can just type in the search bar Adam the Woo. Find my main channel. This is my secondary channel. It's an everyday unedited vlog called TheDailyWoo. Both channels focus on the same subjects. It's just this TheDailyWoo channel is updated every single day. It's unedited, so whatever happens, happens. The Adam the Woo channel, I usually get one video up about every week, sometimes 5 or 6 videos in a month. They are edited, a little bit more information, correct information, where these vlogs are very off the cuff, and sometimes I'm not 100% factual or 100% correct because there is no editing. So that's the difference between the two types of videos, vlogs versus the adventure channel. But I encourage you to subscribe to both if you so desire, and please too. So the question is, what exactly was this area? Look at all these pipes. Those things are going nowhere. They are festooned into the ground very tightly. This may have been some sort of a canopy. Correct me if I am wrong. I think maybe there was some sort of a canopy area here. Maybe this is where they stored the go-karts at night when the place shut down. For the evening, you can see all the tourists driving by, Highway 192. Tourists heading up to Old Town, to Disney, Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal Studios. A lot of people could have been staying over here in this hotel, which is very purple and very majestic and very magical. If I definitely owned a Magic Castle hotel, my color of choice would be purple. So we're basically just walking the circle track. So this is where all the magic happened. Magic Castle, magic of go-karts, right here. You gotta wonder what was in here as well. This is probably very well manicured and mowed at one point. Maybe they had some sort of theming going on right around in here. It actually looks like there's some sort of a grate back in there. Oh, look at that. There's a grate right there. Really don't like wandering around through this very thick foliage. You never know. Florida is notorious for snakes and alligators. Probably no alligators in there because there's not a lot of water. But there probably are snakes slithering through the greenery and the shrubberies. So you got to be careful walking around. I am wearing shoes though. Sometimes I wear flip-flops. Today is not one of those days, but look at this. I have little hitchhikers. These little hitchhikers here in Florida, they latch on to the bottom of your shoes or the bottom of your cuffs. Cuffs being the bottom of your pants where they meet the shoes. We call them hitchhikers. I don't know, you might have a different word for them, but that's what I like to call them, hitchhikers. This is cool. It was kind of a figure eight. And here's a different colored arrow. There's a red arrow. So we have yellow arrows, we have white arrows, and now we have a red arrow. Look! He's writing another one. That was the one that when we started the vlog said Jesus loves you. And now he's writing another one. So I'm guessing that this other one that faded away, he must just over and over write Jesus loves you repeatedly in the sky. That is pretty awesome. It's something that definitely brings you happiness on a Saturday and on the weekend. You're going out, you look up in the sky, you need a little moment of positivity, and there it is. An eagle flying overhead into the sun and a skyrider. Jesus loves you. That is super cool that someone would take the initiative and time out of their day or their weekend to write positive things in the sky. That's very cool. Not really a lot left here. I think I pretty much tried to show you the extent of what is left of this old go-kart track. They've actually blocked off the road to get out of here to go up that little on-ramp. You can see that car there is actually turning around, having to do a 3, 4, or a 5-point turn to get out of here. And they've actually got to go back that way towards the convenience store and then get out at the light. But the original exit, you can see that car's having a hard time turning around trying to get out of here. So when we exit, we're actually going to walk that way back towards my van. There's actually a 7-Eleven or a Circle K, some sort of convenience store. I'm going to get something to drink. I'm going to wet my whistle. I'm going to hydrate myself. But not until after I show you this bunch of rubble in the form of concrete rocks that have been crushed. And this, what the heck is this? Speaking of snakes, that looks like a snake. Look at this. It's a slithery thing. Very interesting. I don't know what that is. Does anybody know what that slithering looking snake bag of sand could have been? And look at this. Here's an elevated area of the old go-kart area. I wonder what's up there. Let's walk up there. Whoa! There's a big H. I bet this is where the helipad is going to be. There's an H there, and there's an H over here. See, we would have never seen these from the road. We would have never seen them from back there. But because I ventured up that little perpendicular hill up to this, we have discovered where the new business of Hawkeye Helitours, probably opening soon, will be landing and establishing their business right here on the H. That is pretty cool. I've driven by here a multitude of times. This place has been abandoned for quite some time, and I had no earthly idea that these helipads We're right here hiding. H for helipad, H for hiding, right here on the top of this little teeny tiny hill in Central Florida off of Highway 192. You learn something new every day, and I'm glad that you're joining me because you're learning from what I'm showing you, and I'm learning things in the comments that you guys leave down below. It's kind of like a vicarious circle of learning. I teach, I learn, you teach, you learn, and some people just watch. Doesn't matter. No one's judging anyone here what you're doing, whether you're learning, whether you're teaching, whether you're watching, whether you're criticizing. We're all one big, happy conglomerate group of vicariousness. There's actually